when was the first time like you recorded something and you felt like, oh man, I got something here?
It took a while, man. That recorded stage, you know what I mean? I went through an ugly phase with that, like getting my sound right. As far as like, what engineer to lock in with and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like to keep my music in one spot. So I've been going to the engineer that I've been fucking with for a while now, like over a decade right now. Fredo. He goes by the name of Fredo. Fredo
That's
180.
like that's like super key because like me I was once a rapper as well, and
Okay.
having people like put something like a little bit like put put your vocal a little bit off beat or your levels aren't right, and then
Yeah.
and they're like, yo, but I'm telling you this is it right here. I'm like, no, it's not. Like
It's not in. It's not in
I'm
pocket.
gonna regret this later on. This would be
Yeah, yeah,
cringeworthy to me later on.
yeah,
There's certain songs that like that like there's certain parts like I wish I would have corrected, but nobody
yeah,
has ever said that part to me. Like they're like, oh, there's something wrong with this part. It's just in my
yeah.
head, right? It's like oh man, like I actually know how this is supposed to sound.
Right,
You
right. Yeah, because you know what it is too is like nailing that sound is a big deal when it comes to like your whole idea of the song. So if it doesn't come across the way you initially created it, it
know?
kind of it throws you off, and somebody might hear it and be okay with it, but you as your own critic, you're gonna give yourself a hard time like now. You know what? I could do that line way better. I might have to go back to the studio and redo that one part. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, because it'll
Like
bug you.
sometimes it has to be done.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure. I'm definitely I'm glad you got your engineer. You got
yeah,
your
man.
down tight because
Yo, I'm
it's
telling
hard
you, look. No, go ahead. What you said?
it's hard to find the right people to work with sometimes.
Yeah, bro.
Like
Yeah, bro.
not everybody has your vision, you know,
Yeah,
or not like and nobody has the same vision, but like some of us like our visions can be close.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's the best thing. That relationship with your engineer is priceless because it's like you're getting your work done in orderly fashion, and he knows where you want to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's a certain bounce you got off of him that he knows what he's doing. You don't even have to question it. You know
yeah.
what you're doing. You don't have to question it. It's like you know what I'm saying. It's a good team.
Like
That's priceless, man.
like here he knows your levels. Here he knows like the volume of how you want to hear the beat.
The
Uh,
presets, yeah,
yeah,
man.
all the presets. They're
Those presets, man.
presets are key when you're going in. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, definitely.
because yeah, like sometimes like if you're just vibing, you want to go in, you can just start right away. You don't have to fuck
Right,
around, you know.
right, 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 right. Yo,
So
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is like there's a whole bunch of studios downtown in the city, in New York City, right?
yeah,
And they're expensive as shit. They have all the high-end equipment and everything, right?
yeah,
But the engineers, right? It's like basically the engineers are on call. So let's just say I got there at 2 o'clock and they already had a session from 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon, right?
yeah,
That engineer who was there from that time frame, he has his own presets. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So when let's just say I get there at 2 o'clock, the new engineer gets there and like he has to spend at least a half an hour changing the presets to his comfortability.
right.
And that, you know what I mean? That takes up time and things like
Sure.
that. So some of these like high-end studios that have a lot of space, they have couches and TV screens and all this shit. But
Yeah,
it's like, it's just a lot of fluff and it's not enough, you know what I mean? Not enough work getting done there. So it's like, it's good for the atmosphere, but as far as like getting work done, I'd rather go to a regular little studio with like a home joint where the
sure.
engineer just knows what he's doing. It's knowledge over that fluff. You know what I mean?
For sure, for sure.